13 out of 15 points from the last 5 games. In what areas do you think your team has improved the most?
All around. I mean, I think we defend better. We're much more disciplined in the things that we need to do. We recognize, and we have changed a couple of little things in the way we defend, in how the center backs keep themselves a little bit closer together, how our fullbacks don't get as much exposed as we did before. The work of the midfielders and the strikers, the work that they have to do in the pressure, making sure that that they're very disciplined. And today we pressure them a little bit different. We're trying to keep them a little bit more from one side to instead of allowing them to be able to switch the point of attack, and that was very, very, very important in the way we did. And then on the ball, we've been working on being better, keeping more possession, being more dangerous, making better decisions, and we can still improve in all the areas. But you can see a team that is very strong, that is difficult to be broken down, and then offensively can hurt you. And the good thing now is the guys all are, in a good mental stage, so whoever comes into the game really performs and gives us what we need in that particular moment.
One thing that jumps out to me is the consistency of the team's mentality. On Wednesday, fighting back from 2 deficits for the first time in a 5-game stretch, having a lead pulled back and responding to that. Where do you think the team's emotional consistency is right now? How happy are you with the team's mentality?
Yeah, first of all, I'm extremely happy because I think the guys have shown a tremendous balance emotionally. It comes first from the fact that when you win matches, when you accumulate points, when you are in a good situation and things are working for you, then that the work that you put in, you can see, then it gives you more confidence and calmness to be able to do the things that you need to do and believe in the path that you need to, set forward. So the belief is there. The guys have been doing a great job to make sure that they concentrate. The level of practice have improved, and I think that's another important, situation now. There's more intense. It's more intense, the practice. I think the ball movement has improved, the physical aspect of the fitness. We're better. We can endure a lot more. And I think all these areas have been very important to be able to then be better balanced emotionally, because these type of games can get you a little bit all over the place, especially with some of the calls that you feel that they shouldn't be, some of the tackles, some of the all those situations that can take you a little bit away. So it's very important to have the maturity to stay calm, and I think that today we saw that from our guys, especially in the second half.
6 days from now, we'll be back here, Real Salt Lake, another team that is playing really well right now. Mm-hmm. They're right next to you in the table, right behind you. You're right next to the Galaxy at this point. How many of your goals at this point are tied to the next game, and how many of your goals are now tied to continuing to climb back up the table in the Western Conference?
I mean, I know that it sounds like a cliche when you say that every game is a playoff or a final, but it's the truth. It's the truth. We're playing against very good teams, with LAFC today, now RSL. I agree with you. They've been playing very well. They've been accumulating some points. There's a belief, and a hungriness from the team to push forward. And then I think we have LAFC again in LA. So, and then you continue to move forward, and every game is going to be competitive. So yes, every game is a final or a playoff match, and I think we have to just enjoy tonight. There's nothing better than the calmness that comes after a good victory, and then we have to already, tomorrow probably. I know myself tonight. I'll be already thinking about what the practice is going to be, what is the next step for us to make, but I'm just very proud of the guys.